Hello everyone, welcome back to the latest edition of the Cloverdale Colts U18A2 Highlights Show. Today we're coming to you from the Cloverdale Arena for a rare Thursday home game for the Colts. You see them on the ice warming up in their blue jerseys with red pants. At the other end of the rink today, they'll be playing the team from Mission, the Mission A1 team. That team today will be wearing black jerseys with green trim. You can see there on the left edge of your screen. So it's going to make for a bit of a confusing watch from the stands, as the colors can get blurred here on the screen, but we'll do our best. The Colts will be looking to continue their recent strong form, having a win and a tie in their last two games after starting the regular season with 5 straight losses. But that will be a tall order today, as the Mission team is the first place team in the division, and the Colts are currently sitting in last place after those 5 losses and the loss of many sportsmanship points in those games. Logan will be getting the start in net tonight, as Max, although dressed, is still dealing with a lower body injury that will make it difficult for him to come into this game if necessary. The Colts will also be down 2 forwards for today's game, as both Jordan and Trevor are unable to play today. However, they will see the return of Mitchell Anderson, who has been out since November 9th with a concussion, and he'll be returning to the lineup here tonight. So the Colts will have 9 forwards. They will also see the return of defensemen Bryson and Patrick to the lineup, so they will have their 6th regular D tonight, which is a luxury they haven't had in the last couple of games. And with all that said, let's head to the first period highlights. We're going to start off with Mission on the attack, putting the puck down behind the net, and it pops out front to a Mission player there, and as they whack away at it, 2 Colts come in and rough him up a bit to keep him away from Logan and protect the front of the net. Rough play continues along the wall in the offensive zone for the Colts, and Arjun comes in, and as you can see, his stick is up around the head area of the Mission player, so he's going to get a penalty for that, and it's going to send Mission to the power play. However, as you can see, Jesse is going to get into a race with that defenseman, and as he's fighting over it, he's going to push that puck across to Noah, who's going to rip it low, confuses the goalie, who slides the wrong way, and he puts it low on the glove side, and the Colts, with a short-handed goal, are going to jump out to an early 1-0 lead in this game. It's a good start for the Colts to set the pace for this game against the strong Mission team. Mission's going to go back on the attack, cut in front of the net, and try a backhander that they fan on, but then throw the puck back out front. It gets deflected on net, and it's going to come out to this player on the left, and he hits the post with that shot. It gets kicked back in front, and there's more chaos in front, and the defender knocks that Mission player on top of Logan. And as we mentioned, Max is unable to play unless under extreme circumstances, so Logan comes to the bench for some assistance from the trainer, gets evaluated, and does go back into the net. In his return to the lineup, Mitchell gets a really nice chance in front of the net. He gets the shot low on the blocker side, but the goalie kicks it out. Mission back at work, setting up. They're going to find this player high, and he's going to rip another one off the post. That's 2 posts for Mission, but it remains a 1-0 lead for the Colts. Next, we see Noah coming in late. He's going to pick up a loose puck, and he's going to slide that across to Jackson, who had some space on the short side, but the goalie makes the save. So Mission goes back the other way. They're going to come off to the right, put the puck back to left, off the blocker, and it hops out there where they get another crack at it, but Logan does well with limited mobility to slide across and make another save. Here we see Karn on the point, standing up to that player who's trying to check him as he keeps it in. The Mission team continues their hard forecheck, and as they put pressure on Patrick, he does get his hands up into the face area of that Mission player. So that's going to send Mission to the power play once again, looking to avoid giving up a shorthanded goal. They're going to work the puck around to the point, and it's going to go back to the far side, who's going to quickly pass that out front. A nice passing play to the man in the bumper, and he puts it low blocker, and Mission has tied this game up on the power play. It's 1-1. As time winds down in the first, the Colts are going to try to get the lead back. We see Seth racing down. He's going to put it out front to Zach, who gets a good chance, and then Tyler gets another good chance on that rebound. Tries again, but that's going to go to the second period with a 1-1 tie. And Mission's going to start this period by taking a penalty on the offensive rush as they haul down that player in the high slot. So here we see the Colts to the power play, and Karn's going to put that on net, and Noah tips it, and it just goes wide off that excellent tip. But if you look just off to the right of the net, that player, Mission player, took Arjun down. And that's going to be another penalty as we look at the slow motion replay of that missed tip. So it's a 5-on-3. Puck's going to move over to Patrick, and he's going to walk the line. He's going to fake go into the backhand. He's going to cut back to the forehand, and it's going to go up high, hit the goalie in the glove, and go in. And on the 5-on-3, Patrick scores to make it 2-1 for the Colts. As we have a look at this in slow motion, you see the goalie got a piece of it with his glove, but it tipped by his head and into the net to put the Colts back in front by 1. But it doesn't stay that way for long. In fact, it only stays that way for 5 seconds. As we see off the next face-off, Zach comes in, picks up a loose puck, pulls it to the forehand, puts it over the goalie, and a second power play goal right after the first one. And we now have a 3-1 lead for the Colts. So after that disastrous 5 seconds, Mission will be looking to rebound. So they're going to have this puck deep in their own zone. And the Colts have an ill-advised change where there's 5 people changing at the same time. And that's going to get sent up, a 3-on-0 for Mission. But a great save by Logan as he slides across to get a leg on that one and turn it aside. But they keep coming. First, they're going to take this puck around behind the net, get a shot from the person creeping in from the point. That's blocked by Linden. And then Logan slides way out to take time and space away from the man in the high slot and make another save. Now, as we watch this play along the wall as Jackson puts it out, you'll be surprised to learn that, yes, someone got a penalty there, but it was not the Mission player. It was Jackson, who is deemed to have high-sticked the Mission player while he was getting checked. So that's going to send Mission to the power play, looking to get back within 1, and another great sliding save. This time sliding from his left to his right to get the right toe on it and send it flying and knock the net off to get a whistle. The power play continues for Mission, and we see off of a face-off, this point man is going to do an exchange that's interrupted by the Colts, and they're going to go 2-on-0 the other way, looking to score another shorthanded goal. Across in front, it gets shoveled on net, but the goalie makes the save, and so the power play continues. Mission back to work, setting up in the offensive zone, find that player with a nice seam pass, but Logan has enough time to come across and come out and challenge, make yet another save on this power play. And as this power play ticks down and ends, you can see Tyler's going to bounce that puck off to Jackson, who just had stepped out of the penalty box. He's going to come in alone so fast that the camera couldn't keep up to it. He's going to put that home on the blocker side, and just like that, the Colts kill that penalty and come out of it with a 3-goal lead. And they have Mission reeling at this point. And the Colts are looking to take advantage of an offensive zone faceoff. As the puck goes down into the corner, the Mission player is going to get possession of it, and just a weak clearing attempt that Zach cuts off, steps in front of the net, and fires his second goal of the game home. And unexpectedly, the Colts have launched themselves into a 5-1 lead in this game against the first place team in the division. Almost immediately, Zach's going to go hat-trick hunting as Seth turns over the puck behind the net. He finds Zach coming in, and he can't put it home to complete the hat trick. Here come the Colts the other way. Jesse picks up the puck going across the line, tries to dangle around the player, and as that player goes low, Jesse's stick comes high, and he cross-checks him across the back, and that's going to be a penalty to the Colts to send Mission to the power play here late in the second period. They're going to work the puck around, and while they do, we'll focus on the battle in front of the net there. Riley going at it with the Mission player. He's going to disrupt that play that's looking to come out of the corner, and he's going to get re-engaged with 17 here. Going to give him a cross-check. No call from the referee on that, so they're going to continue to jostle at the side of the net, and then the Mission player is going to sweep the feed out. That's going to upset Linden, who comes in and engages with that player, and while that's happening, Mission has some free space to shoot the puck home for a power play goal and make it 5-2. But also you see in there Linden taking a swipe at the head of the Mission player. So that's going to earn him 4 minutes, and the Colts are going to have to kill another penalty heading into the third period. But before that, as we see the period wind down, Patrick's going to get engaged with a Mission player. They're going to be jawing at each other there in front of the Mission fans. And as Patrick skates away, you can see him look back at the fans and make a gesture. You're going to turn around one more time to continue looking towards the fans who clearly were saying something. But you see that linesman's going to turn around, go back to the referee, and inform him of what he saw. And that's going to be a 10-minute penalty for Patrick to kick off the period. And with the third period only being 14 minutes, that's going to be a significant portion of it. Good start for the Colts, though. You see Tyler had a good shot there, and then Jackson picks up a loose puck and gets a shot on net, but the Mission goalie makes a save, and it's going to go back the other way. They're going to fire that puck over top of the net, and then Linden's going to take that player out along the wall. He's going to struggle to get to the bench as the physical play continues in this one, and Mission's going to come down and they're going to catch Arjun up high as he's trying to get that loose puck on the back check, and that's going to be another penalty for Mission. And as that penalty winds down, Zach is going to take a one draw from Tyler, put it back to Karn, who floats that over the shoulder of the Mission goalie. Did not see it for a second. He went down low and left space up high as the puck comes soaring in over the shoulder into the top of the net. And that's going to make it 6-2 for the Colts after that power play goal from Karn. And as this game wears down, Mission has one last chance, and it's going to result in some pushing and shoving in front of the net as these two teams try to set the tone, because they are going to play each other again in 2 days in an afternoon contest in Mission. So everyone wants to make sure that they're ready and fired up for that game and not giving in to the other team, as we see the Colts celebrating a 6-2 win, a huge win for the Colts to continue their unbeaten streak. They're now 2 wins and a tie in their last 3 games after beating the first place team. So let's have a look at the stats. You see huge games from Zach and Jackson with 3 points each. Tyler also with a strong game with his 2 assists, and full value to Logan in net. He was injured in the first period and had a huge game with a number of big saves. So let's have a look at how that translates to the season-to-date stats. You see Zach regains the lead at the top of the goals list with 22 on the season now. Next, we'll have a look at the standings and what this win does for the Colts. See, this moves them out of the basement ahead of Ridge Meadows based on the lower number of games played. Mission remains at the top of the standings. The Colts will be playing that Vancouver team that's directly ahead of them in the standings the following night, Friday night. So that will be a huge game for the Colts as well. So as mentioned, here is the schedule. You see that game against Vancouver the following night, and then a rematch against Mission on the Saturday afternoon. And then there's 4 more games to end the schedule ahead of the Christmas break. Well, that's it for this week, folks. We'll see you for the Vancouver game the following night.